since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund. The village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Sir Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me? Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? It was by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis a...
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermund against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
There's the ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
time I laid down my... These...
We've naught to discuss.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. You would leave one of your own to die. This is impermissible. A village is nothing without its people. Sacrificing that poor soul amounts to cutting off your own arm. As Half's leader, you ought to strive to do whatever you can to bring him back alive. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider! Be gone from our village!
I, Jonas, I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do what must needs be done. All those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at Stormwind Cave.
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need.
Our foes are like to use the dark against us. The cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
I am well aware of the particulars.
'Tis you. Have you come to join us in our rescue effort? My thanks. We shan't fail with you by our side. The captured villager ought to be within. Let us hurry.
By your command, Arisen.
I will not be swayed.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
'Tis too great a task to be tackled alone, but I've no doubt we can see it done if we combine our strength. Might I be of assistance? We are under attack!
My magics grant you an elemental boon.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I shall do as you say.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
I grant you roaring flame.
Have been drenched.
I'm saved.
Thank heavens you yet live. Let us be on our way. The other villagers shall be thrilled to see you in good health, I'm sure.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Tisn't commonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift. Tis overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist. Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
'Tis too great a task to be tackled alone, but I've no doubt we can see it done if we combine our strength. Might I be of assistance? No dawdling! The Arisen calls.
By your leave.
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Malv. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them.
I'll need to replenish my stock of water.
You have returned triumphant, I see. Oh, what a relief.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har village, ne'er to return. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high, glad in the knowledge that no lives were sacrificed under my watch.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures most. It is as you yourself have said, a village is nothing without its people. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village by becoming its chief? 'Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness and wisdom shall unite our people.
Aye. If that is what is needed, I shall rise to the call of duty. I vow to protect this village and its people with my life.
I could not have imagined a better outcome. The village will surely prosper in Sir Ulrika's care. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated much obliged.
This inspires naught but misgivings.
Glad thing suggested.
We must not let down our guard. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Very well. I shall return.
Battle is best avoided here.
You scared?
Come on
You
then.
should be.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
Well met, sir.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
'Tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble.
Over here, if you please.
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught... I may assist you with, simply do come again.
What should I get out of?
Isn't much to go on.
What is that, sir? Fancy a gander? Welcome to the start. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour? Always a pleasure.
You're not meant to be in here!
As a matter of fact, one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
Words were...
Halt! Who goes there? This village is under the direct authority of Her Grace the Queen Regent. We are to grant no unknown persons entry. Glad we understand each other. You may pass.
We shall await you here, Master.
It quails. Off to jail. You dare incite my wrath. Fie, that hurts.
Stop this! I beg of you! That's enough. Good. Nowhere to go.
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. Passage into and out of the village is restricted, and we're being treated as slaves. I had intended to endure it till Ulrika returned to us, but I fear the villagers have already reached their limit. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. We've a mind to leave this village for good. The dragon's flame has devastated the land here. Many of the villagers question whether it is worth attempting to restore it. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying in would be glad to take us in. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons, or find a means of procuring some anew, we could force our way out through strength of arms. Alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch. It would be unwise for us to attempt aught on our own. You are our only hope in this matter. Pray, lend us your aid.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
This really is fine. The goblins. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiend. Twould bring me peace of mind.
Our coin reserves are much depleted after that indulgence.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Isn't much to go on.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure. Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back anytime. Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
This isn't much to go on.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
You've come! Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
Right you are.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Yes. Hope to see you again.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Well met, sir. How might I... be of service? Always a pleasure.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Can't do much on an empty stomach.
Buy a little something, won't you?
Hope to see you again. How glad I am to see you. What brings you here, my friend? It warms my heart that you care to visit me.
Well met, sir. Can I interest you in a room, sir?
We must rest, though the sun is... I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Alas, would that you were our sovereign.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Last push, and I'll be done for the day. Is everyone always such a well met?
Then I shall remain by your side.
Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make.
how much longer I can hold out.
This is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Well met, sir. Fancy it? Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I... Come back any time.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope...
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
What do you need? I'm swearing.
Fancy a look at my wares?
My legs are fair enough. Let me get that.
If I grin and bear it, I'll make it through.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect...
Is there aught I can do for you? I would gladly offer you any aid I can. 'Tis a joy to see you. Alas, with the... 'Tis a joy to see you again.
I've got to keep my spirits up somehow.
This food's gone rotten. I'd best dispose of it and...
You're not meant to be in here.
You're not meant to be in here.
Go someplace else if you fancy a stroll.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
That's it!
No more.
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with their weapons of choice. My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now.
I've got you cornered, rat.
Don't fret, I've got you. With me!
I grant you roaring flame.
Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage! This cannot be!
Retreat! We must withdraw and regroup.
There's a lot.
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place afore reinforcements arrive. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit, know that we'll welcome you into our new homes with open arms.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Sometimes this is the only place I can
Go on then. Tell me of your latest escapades.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
What's changed at sea? Feel it in my bones.
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my people's behalf. You cannot imagine my relief when I beheld that everyone had made it out unharmed. Say, would you... Say, would you visit me again this night as well?
That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open?
For bread and board, you'll find none better.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
You've come. Glad I am to see you. Follow me. Tis a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mal behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine. Whate'er trials we may face, I shall see this village and its people safely through them all.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master. There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is...
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
Mayhap I'll seek out a town and get to visit.
This town must have needs. 'Tis my duty.
You understand how heavy the burden of duty can be. Say, would you be willing to do me a favor? Thank you kindly.
This makes me nervous.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
Gather round.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Aye, got some... Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by master storyteller.
And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. No hurry to leave.
How'd I end up here? Dirt so far up my legs, my leg.
No shame in there anything to do.
A mug of ale is just behind me.
I hadn't thought I could grow so fond of someone.
How can I get more customers to shop here? Wonder what's going on in town.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Trade's slow to a standstill, I fear.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
I don't have all day.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
Happy voices carried on the wind.
This really is...
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered my request? You bought it for me. Thank you. I'll treasure this. You're a kind soul. Pray, let me return the favor someday.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay your kindness was a genuine one. We seem to have arrived without issue, but... Are we safe here? This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
I hadn't thought I could grow so fond of someone.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
No hurry to
There's adventure to be had.
Then I shall remain by your side.
bring life to my old bones.
This place always puts me at ease.
Time to be heading home.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Puts me in the mood for a song.
I thank you. For you, as a token of my appreciation. Whate'er trials we may face, I shall see this village and its people safely through them all.